Task 1. 1. Miss Hart is a good English teacher. 2. I'm a student in class 3D Danton Cone Primary School. 3. Tuấn and Hương are in the same class. They're good at math and Vietnamese literature. 4. Students want to give their teacher a nice present on Vietnamese Teacher Day. 5. Quân is a bad student. He comes from Hoàng Mai District, Hanoi City. 6. My parents and I live in Hải Phòng. 7. Lân has a lovely dog. She likes us very much. 8. My class usually goes on a picnic a weekend. 9. Nam, Ming and I often play soccer after school. 10. My sister has got lost a book about animals. Task 2. Hi, I'm Ling. I'm 12 years old. I live in Hanoi. I study in a primary school there. I have a brother and a sister. My brother, Du, is 18 years old. He studies in a school in Hanoi. He can speak both English and French. My sister, Lien, is 15 years old. She studies in a middle school in Hanoi. She can speak both English and Japanese. My father is a daughter. He is 51 years old. He works as a hobby store in Hadong. He can speak French and Chinese. My mother is with me. She's a teacher in a primary school in Dong Da. My mother and I can speak both English and Chinese. Task 3. Tommy is Vietnamese. He is 10 years old. He usually gets up at 6:30 in the morning and goes to school by bike. While his Tom friend, 10, and gets up at 6 a.m., she usually goes to school by bus. Tom is English, 11. He often gets up at 6 and goes to school by car. Shelley is American, 9, and she gets up at 5:30 in the morning. She goes to school on foot. Task 4. 1. Having preference is very important. 2. They want to learn French. 3. A good preference is good for you. 4. She's very helpful. 5. What does she do? 6. They come from London.
My family is small. My family consists of 4 members. They are my parents, my sister, and I. My father is a doctor. My mother is a teacher. My sister is elder than me. She studies in the 8th grade. I'm in the 4th grade. Both of us attend the same school. My father has a car. Every morning he drops us at school. After school, we come home by bus. My father is a jolly person. In the evenings he tells us many fresh and new stories. He also helps us in our studies. My mother is a hard-working woman. After coming home from school she has much work to do. She bathes us and prepares our food. She also participates in social activities. Therefore she is popular among women. Women always come to get her advice and is often seen with them. My father comes home late. He attends to many patients and has no time to go out. I love my family very much.
Task 2.
Let me tell you about my family. There are 4 people in my family. I have a father, a mother, and an older brother. I am the youngest child in my family. My father is a salesman and my mother is a homemaker. My brother is a middle school student. He is 2 years older than I am. On the weekend, my family often eats out at a restaurant. I am very close to my family. I them all.
Task 3. Ling is a serious girl. She is very shy. She likes to study and do homework in her room. She is very clever and she likes reading. She doesn't watch TV or go to the movies. She has a sister, Hua. Hua is very funny. Hua likes to talk on the phone. She likes swimming. She likes to listen to pop music. Task 4. 1. Hang its tail. 2. She swims in the river every afternoon. 3. Ngọc is very good at tennis. 4. Many people think skiing is too difficult. 5. He goes skiing with his classmates every week. 6. I have 43 students in my class.
My father's name is David. He is 34 years old. He is an architect and runs his own company. He makes sketches of big buildings. He is a very hard-working man. He goes to his office at 8:30 in the morning and returns home at 7 in the evening. On weekends, he takes us out for picnic and movies. He plays different games with me and also helps me with my homework. He is a good sportsman. On Sunday he plays tennis with his friends and also teaches me how to play the game. He goes jogging every morning and takes me along with him on weekends. He is very kind and honest person. He believes in discipline. He listens to my problems very patiently and helps me to solve them. He helps my mother with household chores. I love him a lot, and he is my greatest strength.
Task 1. Teacher, student, school, class, classmate, library. Task 2. Benny is an Australian student. He lives at 34 Dodotan Street. He is learning Vietnamese. He likes eating Vietnamese food. Jane is English. Her present address is in London. She likes collecting stamps. Viet is Vietnamese. He lives in Hải Phòng. He likes swimming. Mr. Brown is Thai. He lives in Hanoi. He likes listening to classical music. Anis is Canadian. He lives in Toronto and he likes running and playing basketball. Task 3. In the morning, he usually gets up at 5:13 and then he goes to school by bus. Tierney, his friend, he usually gets up at 7:15. He often goes to the park on Sunday with his parents. Amin gets up at 6:30 in the morning. Today is Sunday. He doesn't have any class, so he watches TV. Harry's main sister, she gets up at 7:50, and then she goes camping with her classmates in Bobby Mountain. Task 4. 1. We're going to the beach on foot. 2. We're going to have 4 classes on Saturday morning. 3. Miss Ngọc is our teacher. 4. The students are playing Choco now. 5. He doesn't like cats at all. 6. They're going to be here next week. Task 5. Tang is a little boy. He enjoys playing games on the floor, but he doesn't like washing hands. His mother always says to him, Tang, your hands are dirty. Go and wash them. But Tang doesn't really wash them. He always puts his hands in the water for a few minutes and then takes them out. Tang uncles and aunt live in the same city. They often go to see Tang. They have a small son. His name is Chung. Chung is younger than Tang and he doesn't like cleaning either. Tang often looks at Chung's hand and says, My hands are dirtier than yours. Of course they are. Chung answers angrily. You are 1 year older than I.
My mother's name is Maria. She is 34 years old. She is a teacher at Mockley Primary School. She teaches English. She is a very hard-working woman. She goes to her school at 7:30 in the morning and returns home at 4:30 in the afternoon. On weekends, she takes us out for picnic and movies. She plays different games with me and also helps me with my homework. She is a good teacher. On Sunday she plays tennis with her friends and also teaches me how to play the game. She goes jogging every morning and takes me along with her on weekends. She is very kind and honest person. She believes in discipline. She listens to my problems very patiently and helps me to solve them. I love her a lot, and she is my greatest strength.
Task 1. English, Math, Literature, History, Art, Subject. Task 2. 1. What does she do on Sundays? 2. Do they stay at home? 3. He lives here. 4. I read a lot. 5. Why do you like your pen? Task 3. Bin is my brother. He lives with me in the same bedroom. His bed is on the left and mine is on the right. Bin gets up late and I get up early. Every day I always say to Bin, Get up, Bin. It's late for school. I always wash my face and brush my teeth, but he doesn't. I always say to him, Go and wash your face and brush your teeth. We can go to school on foot together. Task 4. 1. There is a bowl on the desk. 2. There is a cat in the kitchen. 3. May I come in, please? 4. There are many pictures in my room. 5. How many students are there in your class? 6. He hates the rain.